Let's plays. We're gonna make some let's plays. Remember when I used to make those? Like a month ago, before I just completely fell off the wagon? What did that background dweller say to us? Did you know? Was he about to recite something from Did You Know Gaming, everyone's favorite gaming news publication? I haven't followed Did You Know Gaming actively in quite some time. I feel like my interest kinda waned in about maybe 2014, because I didn't quite like what they did with one of the videos at the time, and the people in the comments were quite rude to me about it, and they're all, well, if you don't like it, you can just leave, asshole, blah. The whole idea of the thing is just to have fun. Why's everybody gotta be such a fucking dick? But anyway, so here's a tourney you can enter, but not until later. So we will revisit that at a later date. Here comes some hoodlums, straight from Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc. What are these young ruffians gonna do to us? Are they gonna... No, let's not say that on the internet. What did they call him? I don't even want to repeat that. What was the term they used? That was uncomfortably close to another term that's out there. This episode's terrible. My God, how could anybody watch this? So anyway, enough about Pokemon. Who the hell cares about Pokemon? I ain't a kid. I don't give a damn about all these colorful creatures. Anyway, let's talk about me. I'm more interesting than anything that's gonna happen in this gameplay. Me. Red, yellow, and brown. Oh, that's stupid. I should probably edit that out. I was trying to combine two different things, but yeah, what has been going on in the world of me as of late? Evidently not a whole lot. It's been a month and I can't think of a single thing to say. No, there goes Coffee McGee. Down I go. As Hans Moleman said that. Was it Hans Moleman or Hans Moleman? I think it's Hans Moleman. They need to put Hans Moleman in more episodes. He could be like a secondary character. Can be in at least every other episode. I'm sure he's got lots of valuable comedic contributions to make to the show, enough to necessitate having him appear in every other episode. Yeah, that's what The Simpsons needs to fix themselves. More Hans Moleman. They gotta hire me at Disney. I'm gonna save all their shows. There goes Corfy McGee. Everybody's just a McGee in my world. I don't know how the levels of the two Pokey dogs got out of sync, how one of them's at 26 and the other is at 28. You'd think they'd go at the same point since they're the only two members of the team, but I guess you gotta configure the base EXP and all that jazz, as the hardcore Pokey people would say. So, now the Red Lady is aware of the main character's criminal past, but she doesn't mind. Stealing Pokemon isn't the worst thing in the world. I mean, there's certainly worse things you could do out there. You could become the next Ted Bundy, or who knows what. Where do we go now? Where do we go? Let's buy some of them there Pokemon balls. They don't sell them here, though. We have no bananas. Ever hear that song, Yes, We Have No Bananas? Yeah, that's the type of reference Let's Play audiences are gonna know. Good lord. So yeah, you could only get the Pokeballs at the abandoned train station out in the desert. But I just told you, lady. We looked at the Pokemart and they didn't have any. Why are you making us do this? Let's check the upper floor. I think that's... Oh wait, no. It's the upper floors of the Pokemon centers where you can do the link battles. Even in Colosseum. How would that work since it doesn't follow the GBA link procedures. Would you just need 2 GameCubes? I think that would be quite unnecessary since it's got the 4 controller ports on it. But unfortunately, that's not something we're gonna do on this Let's Play, because trying to find people who'd want to play Pokemon Stadium with you in the year 2020 is an uphill battle. So, more dialogue from all the ruffians of Desert Land. This episode's going great. Whenever I try to record these lately, I seem to have a lot of pressure on my nasal passages as I'm speaking, and I don't know where that comes from. I think I just need to speak from the chest, and rather than speak through my nose. Gotta sit up straight like a nice young man. So you don't even want to bother with the regular Pokeballs, because the catch rate is pretty much nothing. I mean, they give you the 5 to start with, but beyond that, it's really just a waste of everyone's time. Much like this video that I'm making. Okay, so back to Oasis Land. Speaking of Oasis, you ever hear of the band Oasis? I haven't, but, I mean, I've heard of them, but I've never heard of their music. Okay, what was that about? The controller is drifting slightly, the GameCube control stick is broken, the system is broken, we gotta tear it all down. I don't think the lady actually said where to go. I think she just said something to the effect of, "Uh-oh, there's trouble in Pokemon Town. You gotta go fix it, Pokemon guy." Blah. They could cut out maybe 60% of the dialogue in this, and we wouldn't really miss anything plot-wise. Okay, so I think we have to enter the tourney is what we have to do. Since nobody watches this, I can get away with saying I saw a funny YouTube poop once where it was making fun of Chowder, and Chowder asked it. Maybe I shouldn't say this on the internet, actually, now that I think about it. I think YouTube's got fancy detection algorithms to pick out certain words, and that could come back to bite me, so we're just gonna skip over that. Now you'll never know what it was that I was referring to. It'll be a mystery for all the ages. I'm lost and confused. Oh, here we go. Here's the famous Disco Man. Somebody's gotta tell him that the age of disco would have been 30 years ago at the time of release of this game. This game's halfway to being as old as disco was when this game came out. As disco was a thing from 30 years ago, and now this game is a thing from 17 years ago. It's getting up there. Oh, is he gonna fight us? I don't remember. Okay, nope, he's just gonna... I'm getting the heck out of here. So this is kinda like... You saw those 3 colorful Power Rangers that pushed past us a moment ago. You get to pick 1 out of 3 of them to fight, and that's how you get your starter, because each one has a different one to offer. And in predictable fashion, the red Power Ranger has the fire Pokemon, the blue one has the water, and so on and so forth. And so yeah, that's something we get to do in this episode, I think. We'll pick the grass one. The competitive Pokemon people out there don't recommend doing that because it doesn't have the best stat composition or whatever, but we're not going to be playing this game long enough for that to matter, so we're just going to go by a personal preference. But first we got to take care of this doofus first. There's Lotad. What do you think Lotad sounds like? Oh no, I should stop with this impression immediately. So what else has been going on? I've been in a real fighting game mood lately. I bought King of Fighters 14 on the PS4 and the Street Fighter collection and on the Switch the past couple of days. And Been really getting into that type of stuff. Suddenly, the whole appeal of fighting games just seems to have clicked for me overnight. I've been having a blast. I like Street Fighter 3, the Third Strike, the best. It's got this 90s aesthetic to it that reminds me of other 90s media that came out at around the same time, and it makes me want to sit down and watch Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island and maybe some Dexter's Lab reruns and perhaps the Iron Giant, but not all three of those in succession. You'd have to break them up into separate days, because all of that at once would be quite strenuous to sit through. I'm not the type of person that can sit through 4 hours of media at once. I gotta get up and do something, you know? There goes Spinny McGee. Was it this one or Pokemon XD where you can catch his evolved form? It's like Adriadas or something. Oh, there's our first shadow guy. Forgot all about him. Because there's a glare on my laptop, I can't see anything when they show the shadowy aura. It's just the text on a black screen with some particle effects flying here and there. Okay, so like always, when catching a Pokemon, you gotta be very selective in how you lower his health, but you already knew that, so just stand back and watch the master. Stand back and stand by, as they say. Am I gonna get in trouble for saying that? Anyway, so looking at the amount of time left in this episode, I guess it was the next episode where we catch the leaf starter. Not this one. It's been a month and a half since this gameplay was recorded, so yeah, I might be a little hazy on the details here and there, but rest assured we will get there eventually. Yeah, Espeon's defense is just absolutely pitiful if I haven't mentioned that before. So here's a random thought. Did you guys ever watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch? I don't know where that came from all of a sudden. I just remember they had the cartoon version and the live action version, and my parents didn't want me to watch the cartoon for some reason, and they just probably weren't aware of the live action one. Had they been aware of it, they probably wouldn't let me watch that either. I don't know what their beef with the show was, to be honest, but that was on the no list for whatever reason. The no list 2015. That's not gonna make any sense to anybody. That was fucking stupid. Okay, so we gotta heal Dark Dog McGee, and then here we go with the special capture ball. Away we go. Gosh, this sound is out of sync. Hopefully I can fix that in post, otherwise that's gonna get really annoying for you, the hypothetical viewer. Whether you're watching this tomorrow and the day it's posted, October 14th, 2020, or if you're watching this like 5 years from now when this channel has long since died and no videos will be uploaded ever again. That's where all the best stuff on YouTube is, undiscovered on obscure channels with 20 subs that haven't posted in 2 years. I've discovered some real hidden gems that way. Okay, so we've got our third member of the team now. We've got Sandbag McGee. I sure am good with coming up with all these Pokemon nicknames, but so as previously mentioned in the next episode, we'll catch Leafster McGee and we'll continue on with Pokemon, or perhaps we'll switch over to a different game. It's all up to me.